Good morning, America. I'm just kidding. I always wanted to do that. But what's up, everyone? I hope you all are having a great morning so far. As all of you may have seen on my story, I don't think I had it on Facebook. I had it on Instagram. But anyways, I had a morning road trip. I was up at 5 this morning. I'm actually down in, I want to say it's Glasgow, Kentucky, maybe? Anyways, to do what they call a jurisprudence course. So I've never heard of that word before until this course, but it's basically the State Board of Kentucky Chiropractic, and it just basically is a course that goes over all the laws for the state. And I'm really just down here to learn about that and just learn how to best serve my community in Lexington, while also complying with state laws, which is pretty important. But I was thinking on the way down here, actually, just really quickly, and I wanted to share it with you all, is a lot of people that I've been talking to so far are like, oh yeah, chiropractors are great at getting people out of pain, which is true, but I always encourage people to think a little deeper. Like, and I always ask them this too, how does your body perceive or feel pain? Like, how does your body know it's in pain? And it really is kind of a tough question, and it makes them think. And the only way your body can perceive pain is if your body sends a message to your brain, and your brain starts stimulating a pain response, right? But specifically, people that come in are like neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, mid-back pain, and they come in, and how does that actually work? Like, why are they in pain, and how do chiropractors actually help get them out of pain? And it's really, really a fascinating, it's really kind of simple, but I want to explain it for you real quick. So let's just think for a second. If you can picture a spine, or if you have a computer in front of you or something in front of you and you can see a spine, imagine a bone in the part of your middle back misaligns. So now there's an instability in your spine. So if there were no muscles or ligaments, that bone would just dislocate, what they call luxation. So if it dislocates, that's when we see a lot of paralysis. So they lose function typically from where that bone dislocates on down, and sometimes even on up, depending on where it is too. But so that's a full luxation. So the good thing is your body's intelligently designed, so you have muscles and these things called ligaments. So that bone shifts out of proper alignment, more than not, it's not going to fully dislocate unless it's a severe trauma. So what happens is those bones subluxate. So luxation equals dislocation. Okay, these are big words. I'm going to try to simplify it. Subluxation means less than a dislocation. Sub meaning less, luxation meaning dislocation, less than a dislocation. Okay, so those bones misalign just a little bit. It creates an instability in your spine. So if there weren't any muscles or ligaments too, all that pressure would go on your nervous system. So your body's intelligently designed, so when that misalignment happens, it sends a message up to your brain and back down to your body, specifically your muscles, and causes them to contract, to stabilize your spine, right? Which is a good thing, because it's basically doing damage control. It's going to help stabilize your spine until that misalignment can be corrected. So let's say you leave that there for 9 months, okay? Do you think those muscles, if they're stabilizing, if they have to contract for 9 months, they're going to be a little tight, maybe a little stiff, and maybe even a little painful? You bet. Yeah. More than likely, yes. So, it's interesting to study the cause of that. It's that misalignment that's putting pressure on your nervous system, and it's actually an intelligent response to your brain. Your body sends to your brain saying, hey, we need to stabilize this area, and it contracts those muscles. And really think about it too. When you go to the medical doctor, what do they give you a pain reliever, right? But what's causing the pain? They never look at what causes the pain. Or my favorite is they give you a muscle relaxer. Yeah, your muscles are tense, they need to relax, so let's give you a muscle relaxer. But let's forget to ask the question, why are they tense in the first place? Oh, there's an instability in your spine, let's not correct that, let's just throw a muscle relaxer at it. All right, and what do you do? Every day, take that muscle relaxer. Why? Because you're never correcting the cause, you're only masking the symptoms. All right? So that's what's really cool with being a chiropractor and studying all this stuff, is we see a lot of people for back pain and stuff, and it's not like when we make an adjustment, it's like, hey, all right, today, Miss Nancy, I'm going to focus on delivering the specific adjustment to your spinal column, but I'm only going to focus on the 8 to 12% of the nerves that perceive pain, that exit your spine. Because only 8 to 12% of the nerves that exit your spine feel pain. So I would have to say, okay, I'm just going to focus on that part of your nerve today when I make this adjustment to help get you out of pain. which isn't, if I could do that, that'd be amazing. I'd be pretty famous, actually, if I could do that. But what we actually do as chiropractors is we actually just take pressure, as much pressure off the nervous system as possible. So you have to think those nerves don't just feel pain or perceive pain. They also carry out functions at those levels too. They don't only break off and go to the muscles and joints, but they also go to internal functions. Like in the middle of our back, it goes to our heart, lungs, and digestive tract. Lower back, our lower digestive tract. Reproductive organs, urinary tract. And our neck, those go to our crucial sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and throat. Thyroid goes also to our neck muscles. We can also see it to our vascular system going. And then there's a big nerve called the vagus nerve that goes all the way down to your rectum, and it exits from your skull. So it's super fascinating. But we have all those nerves. So as chiropractors, our goal is to take as much pressure off your nervous system as possible, allowing your body to heal and function properly. And real quick, I want to touch on a few technology. That's why we use different technologies. So thermography is one of them. So we'll actually get to see an objective evaluation or measurement of which levels of your spine have pressure and irritation on them, how much pressure and irritation. And then we'll also see how much total pressure and irritation is on your nervous system as a whole. And then the next technology that I specifically use in my office will be SEMG technology. It stands for surface electromyography. It's a long word, so I like to use SEMG. Think of it, it's like an EKG for your heart, except it's for the muscles of your spine. So again, it gives us great indications if there's a misalignment, what has to happen. Those muscles are going to come in and stabilize. They're going to stay contracted to help stabilize and be on damage control to keep that bone from misaligning more, putting more pressure on your nervous system. So we'll actually see the electrical activity in the muscles along your spine to see which muscles are responding and reacting. And then the third technology that we use when necessary is digital X-ray, or state-of-the-art X-ray technology, which will actually show us the exact structures of your spine. If there's any loss of curvature, degeneration, or loss of disc space. So piecing all those three together, as well as with the consultation, so knowing what your health history is and what exactly is going on, we'll actually piece that all together and come up with a plan of correction to get you to meet your health goals, but not only that, to get you to reach your fullest health potential, which is super, super awesome. And the reason why we use all three of those technologies is, if you think of it this way, so if someone had a lung tumor and I did an MRI, I wouldn't see that lung tumor. We wouldn't see it. But if I did a CT scan, that would show up clear as day. Like everyone would be like, oh, that's not right, right? So using all these technologies help us piece together the overall health of your spine and your nervous system to get a complete picture. That way we can come up with the best course of correction, specifically catered to your body and what is going on. And that gets people better faster and allows them to just reach their fullest health potential and their fullest potential in life, which is super awesome. And that's what I'm really passionate about. But I was just thinking about that. A lot of people think that we are great at getting people out of pain, but when they hear us say like ADHD, autism, GERD, acid reflux, infertility, digestive problems, Crohn's, celiac, ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis, ear infections, they're just like, really? But that's why. It's because we're focusing on your nervous system, taking as much pressure off your nervous system. When that system communicates at its best, your brain can communicate through the nervous system to the body at its best, and the body back up through the nervous system to the brain at its best. That allows your body to function better. As a byproduct, people feel better, so they get out of pain, but also restoring that proper function in the body. Again, we don't do any of the healing. We won't take credit for it. Only your body can heal. We just take credit for facilitating it by removing the obstruction in the flow of intelligence in your nervous system. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps a little bit. I was just thinking about it. I hear it a lot, and I kind of just wanted to break it down of why that is and why so many people, 60% of people going to doctor's offices, any doctor's office, is because of back pain. And a lot of times they don't actually get down to the root cause of why that's there. So I just wanted to encourage you all, share that with you. If you guys need to get assessed or you want to find a chiropractor in your area, shoot me a message. Just connect with me, and I'll look and see who I can find that's close to you that uses some of those technologies, or that really delivers those specific chiropractic adjustments. Hope you all have a fantastic Friday, and I look forward to continue to grow on this journey and just become more educated with you all, and just really go through life and grow in health with you all.